All right, so let's not waste any time. Without further ado, let's talk about 2016. We're getting to our individual picks right now. We got some extra picks, as always, to talk about as well. But Corey, kick us off with your film.
All right, so the movie that I picked is a probably a D-list horror movie that came out in 2016 called Terrifier. It's ridiculous. It's a murderous clown. If you Google Terrifier, you will see what I'm talking about. The character is horrifying, um, and outlandish. Great makeup. Um, the movie definitely has turned into like a little bit of a cult following type of film for this genre. But out of all the movies that I saw for 2016, which was not many that I really wanted to talk about, this was one that I chose. If you like grindhouse type of horror movies, this is definitely one I would check out. I believe it's on Netflix. That's where I saw it. It's outlandish, silly, ridiculous, gory. So if that's up your alley, the monster's cool. He's terrifying, as the name shows. Um, but yeah, I would definitely check that out.
Sweet. Um, yeah, you went back to like how we were in the '80s, where you're picking movies that I've never even heard of.
Yeah,
No
I
one's
mean,
seen
I
it.
was looking at all the movies and I'm like, I don't really. There's not many movies I really want to talk about here. And then I saw this. I'm like, I'm gonna throw this curveball.
And you did, and
That is a
just
curveball.
just swing and a miss on my count. All right,
Yeah, I'm down for classic Corey though.
yeah, exactly.
That's a,
Bring him back, Doug. Let's see what you got.
so it looks like Derek and I both have an interest in picking a great movie from 2016, which is Deadpool. Um, I mean, I can't think about this movie without thinking about like everything that led up to this movie, which is probably cheating a little bit, but like the
Yeah.
fact that like test footage got released from some unknown individual, probably Ryan Reynolds, uh, and like the whole movie basically got made because of the fact that this test footage got out there,
Yeah.
and everyone saw it and thought it looked amazing, and basically clamored and demanded that Fox make this movie, and they friggin' went ahead and made it. The marketing leading up to the movie was great, and it was the movie wound up being like a redemption for Ryan Reynolds' portrayal of Deadpool, because before that we got the shitty sewn up mouth Deadpool from the Wolverine
Mm.
movie
Yeah.
that was complete garbage.
That was so
Um,
bad.
this movie came out. It was two, and it was R, right? It had an R rating.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it was a pretty hard R too.
Yeah.
Um, and that was like also back in a time when like that was a pretty big gamble. We hadn't. I don't think we up to that point we had really had any. What was Blade R?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, but like in recent times we hadn't really had an R superhero movie, so it was kind of a big risk in that this movie was made based on the fact that the internet demanded that it be made, and it was when they went ahead with the R rating, and it was just it shouldn't have. It felt like it shouldn't have been a success, but the movie turned out awesome. I had a lot of fun watching it. Thought Ryan Reynolds was great as the character, um, and the action was awesome. I just really enjoyed this movie. The sequel to me wasn't quite as good as the first movie, but still enjoyable. And hopefully, I mean, we're now at a point where Deadpool is reviewing movies with Korg, and hopefully, we're going to see Deadpool as part of the MCU.
By 2030.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm okay with that as long as he's. I think there's a role for him in the MCU, so I hope we wind up seeing him appear, and I hope Disney just doesn't shutter him as a character because he doesn't fit into the whole wholesome Marvel superhero category. So I don't know.
Bleep his stuff. You can do it. You can make it work.
Yeah, I
network
feel like they can
television
find a way.
shows did that stuff in the 2000s to great effect, and it could be just as funny as hearing the actual words if done right.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah,
can always
it's-
do an R-rated on with by himself. But we'll see what they decide to do. But good point. Yeah, this Deadpool story went all the way back to 2000. Fucking wild ride that it actually worked in 2016.
Yeah.
Let's bring Sodemouth Deadpool into the MCU, even though he's technically dead.
Yeah, exactly. They killed him in Deadpool too.
Yep.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh yeah, he went back with the timelines too. In that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Killed Ryan Reynolds too.
Green Lantern. Oh,
that was so good.
it really was.
To shares, if I could turn back time.
Yeah. What a song. All right, JP, you've got a classic one.
Yeah, I thought this was far and away probably the most entertaining movie of this year. It's The Nice Guys, which is Guy Ritchie, right? No, Shane Black.
Yes, Shane Black.
Same guy to me. It stars fucking the pretty guy Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe, who's fat, and it's wonderful. They're both just like shitty detectives in a 1970s Hollywood. It's such a great period piece. Everything is just so 70s. It's so wonderful. Ryan Gosling is absolutely hilarious in this movie. His scream is one of the funniest things I think I've ever heard in a movie. And then Russell Crowe playing just the fat detective who's kind of the hard ass, the straight man to Ryan Gosling's funny character is just it works so well in this movie. This is one of like the few movies I own on my phone. Like I went on and I bought it on Google Play, and I have this movie, and it's a movie I'll watch a lot if I'm feeling, if I just need a good pick me up. This movie is wonderful for that. It's the chemistry between the two of them is just so good. Ryan Gosling's daughter in the movie, I don't remember who plays her, but she's fantastic. And I don't typically like child actors or actresses, and she does such a great job in this movie. The dialogue between all the main characters is wonderful. The story has an actual compelling mystery to it. It's a really tight movie, and it's a really fun ride, and it's funny. It's got a little bit of everything in it. The Nice Guys is a great movie. Absolutely my favorite movie from 2016.
Yeah, now it's like a Lethal Weapon buddy cop movie. It's very funny.
Yeah, I realized that I
one of
never
the
actually
funniest
saw
movies
this.
of the year. One of the best cop movies of the year. It just does it all very well. I mean, it's similar to when he did Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, but I like The Nice Guys more.
Yeah,
actually.
I definitely like Nice Guys more than Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, but Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is a great movie.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah, Corey, you haven't seen this one. This is a movie to watch.
Yeah, I always wanted to. I just never did.
incredible.
So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, you definitely like it. Doug, did you see this one?
Yeah, I wasn't really a fan. I enjoyed it, I thought it was decent, but it wasn't a movie that stuck out to me or that I loved or wanted to watch again.
Gotcha. I thought it was a good rebound from Iron Man 3.
Yeah, 100%. It's so strange to me, even that he's the guy that directed Iron Man 3. And all his other movies are pretty great in their own right.
Yeah. All right, and then finishing this MCU themed episode, or MCM, as Derek referred to it on one of our text messages, because it's now the Marvel Cinematic Multiverse.
Smart. Can he trademark that?
And it's already a popular hashtag for Man Crush Mondays, so I don't think it'll work. But it was clever, the full name. It just sucks that the acronyms are even widely used.
Do people even use that anymore? You're
I
gonna
don't
get some
know.
weird fucking
Yeah, it's gonna be
some weird posts.
exactly. But I chose Captain America: Civil War. This one might be my favorite movie in the entire MCU. Um, it's, I guess, the second of the four that the Russo brothers have done. I think we really are at the point where my four favorite, like probably my four favorites are the four they did. And that I might like this one the most. A lot of it has to do with how low scale, like a lot of it is, and how it really just has to do with like the internal strife between everyone. But the fact that like Zemo, like at that point, was just, I mean, he's just a normal dude, just causing them to fight each other. I thought that was a really clever way to have a villain in the MCU instead of having these like big, like gods and what did they say in Falcon the Winter Soldier? The three types of bad guys are uh, wizards, aliens, and
Gods, right?
Robots
yeah,
or something.
or
Robot.
and robots. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like not having any of those three, just having a normal dude who's pissed off at them because of the Sokovia incident. I thought that was really neat. And then the fact that the movie, like, it has that huge tarmac scene, the big action scene, but there's still another 30 or 35 minutes left of the movie, and it just ends on a personal fight between Iron Man and Captain America and the Winter Soldier. I thought that is the type of ending that I look forward to in these MCU movies, the ones that aren't these major things. Like you can have these big scenes, but when the conclusion comes down, it's really personal. Those are the ones that I get the most out of. Great. I'm not going to pretend I don't fucking love the end of Endgame, which is the biggest goddamn battle that you can possibly have. But I think that one was just done so much better than some of the other ones. Um, so yeah, and the fact that this was a perfect sequel to Captain America: The Winter Soldier, and it also felt like a Avengers movie to a degree. The fact that they did as much as they did in 2.5 hours really just impressed the hell out of me.
Yeah. And they could have cheaped out and made that tarmac scene the focal point of the movie where it all ends.
Mhm.
They could have taken the easy way out and done that, but they didn't. And
Mhm.
that's what made this a better movie.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they introduced Black Panther in this one. They introduced Tom Holland, Spider-Man. This movie did a lot of stuff.
Yep.
So yeah, that's ultimately why I chose this one. But yeah, Doug, I know you got to sign off, so we'll throw the I don't know what we throw out for you, but we'll throw up something for you, and then or are you gonna keep your camera on?
Well,
How do you do?
he's got to keep his thing there, but I'll throw
Keep
up
the camera
technical
on?
difficulties.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll throw on your technical difficulty thing over you. All right, man. Thank you for joining us.
Get
But we'll
creative with the technical difficulty pictures. Just saying.
I only got so much time in a day, Doug. If you want to come to my house and help me do it, you could do my job for me. I'm all about it, but
Fair
I
enough.
got it's got Corey face on it, man.
That works.
It's a good face.
All right.
All
Good night,
right, later,
guys. Good
buddy.
night, everyone
Have a
online.
good
See
night.
you, Doug. Have a good one.
Everyone else, stay with us because we were going to go through a bunch of other movies, right, from
Yeah.
2016. All right, so here's what we got. We might as well continue with the MCU stuff. Doctor Strange,
Not a big
which
fan of this one.
I love Doctor Strange.
I wasn't on first viewing, but I liked it more after the fact. I think the Russo brothers did Doctor Strange better once they
Yeah.
used the character in Infinity War, and briefly in Endgame. But on watching it like a second time, I did enjoy this one. I know Doug absolutely loved it in 3D. Like, dude, fucking still talking about it 5 years later. So it's a shame he walked away right before we started talking about it. We've got the Purge election year. So we talked about Forever Purge earlier today. I briefly mentioned this one.
This was the prequel.
Very
No,
similar.
not the prequel.
No, this was the sequel to Anarchy. Very similar, like style to the Purge Anarchy. But this one is the one that had Frank Grillo suddenly go from a guy who wanted to kill someone for like killing his daughter to him being a Secret Service agent
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
a senator running for president. So they just kind of changed his character completely. which was interesting. But yeah, well done thriller. We got La La Land, also solid soundtrack. If you haven't heard our full episode about soundtracks, check that out. But
It won
that was a
Best
good
Picture briefly.
exactly. It had its moment on the stage. Its brief moment on the stage, like you said. And then, yeah, big year for Gosling. Between Nice Guys and La La Land, two movies that show very different portrayals of Ryan Gosling. If you had thrown on like one of his other ones, where like Drive or that, if you had thrown that in that year, would have all the facets of him would have been there.
I feel like we do this every time we do one of these series. There's always someone that just had a big year.
Yeah,
It's never
where they
like,
have a
oh,
couple
they did
movie,
one thing well, but it's
uh-huh.
this person had a
And
big year.
and like they're not necessarily like major box office years, but they made like two really fucking good
Yeah.
movies. And this is definitely the case. 13 Hours. Was that this was the Mark Wahlberg, Michael Bay movie, right?
Where's he?
I have
Is he a sniper?
Yeah, I believe so. Like or was it Benghazi? Was it that one?
Oh, yeah, this might have been the Benghazi one. I wanted to see this movie.
Lone Survivor was the one with Mark Wahlberg.
Right, yeah, 13 Hours was
Yeah,
John
13 Hours was
Krasinski.
Yes, it was the Benghazi
Oh,
movie.
I really wanted to see this movie. I still want to see this movie.
Yeah, it looked
Fucking-
tense.
The
in
guy from The
trailers.
Office is in it too. It's
Two guys from The Office?
John
yeah, it's
Krasinski?
John Krasinski and Pam's.
Oh, Roy.
Yeah, Roy's in it too.
The two loves of Pam Beasley's life.
I want to watch this now.
Then we've got Sausage Party, the probably the most ridiculous Seth Rogen movie.
That was
This
such
one
a
I never
huge
saw.
letdown.
I heard it was bad.
It's weird. It's very weird. I mean, it's telling like a story about so much of it is dealing with like the like
Death
Jewish
and
Palestinian like type of like crisis, but between bagels and like other stuff. Like it's fucking ridiculous. This movie. The end is like the gross orgy between all these different food items. Super strange film.
Yeah.
Then we got Jason Bourne Identity.
Jason Bourne
For all you Guillermo. This was the fourth one in the Bourne series. Jason Bourne was the title. It was more of the same of like Bourne Supremacy and Bourne Ultimatum at this point. Like it was Paul Greengrass and Matt Damon doing their thing together. I would think this one brought in Tommy Lee Jones, if I'm not mistaken, and Alicia Vikander, who we talked a bunch about last week. But yeah, I didn't find this one too memorable. I only saw it once compared to like the trilogy, which I saw a ton of times. It was better than the Jeremy Renner one, though. We'll
Yeah,
definitely give
was
it that.
Terrible.
Fucking anything's better than Jeremy Renner. Anything. Jeremy Renner, you are not the action hero that this world needs. You're a good guy, I'm sure.
But you're not an action
But
hero.
you're not an action hero. I'm sorry. Neither am I, though. So
There you go.
we got that going.
Neither are all of us. We've all got that in common.
Yep.
Then
Come on the podcast, Jeremy Renner. Let's talk about not
Talk
being
about it.
action stars.
On the comedy side of things, we've got Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. This was the Zac Efron, Adam Devine one with Anna Kendrick and Aubrey Plaza. I saw this on HBO or something, and I laughed a bunch of times. Did you guys see this one? Catch this one?
Not yet. I probably will be soon, but I haven't seen
It's
it.
going to be on your list soon enough. Why him? We talked about this one fairly recently. Corey, you
movie's
recently
hilarious.
watched it.
I like this one.
Why?
Did you? What's up, JP?
But why him?
Oh yeah.
Why?
Did you know Zoe Deutsch or Doug,
Zoe
however you
Deutsch?
pronounce her
I think
name?
it's Deutsch.
That's Leah Thompson's daughter.
What? No
Yeah.
way.
I just found this out last week.
No.
I mean, yeah, look at her and listen to her now, and you're gonna be like, yeah, that's Leah Thompson.
Oh
Can't
my
be.
God.
They don't have the same last name. It's impossible.
My life is a
That's
lie.
because she got married. Leah Thompson got married to some man with the last name Deutsch.
No.
And then, yeah, that's what happened. And then they sprouted the Zoe out.
No.
It's crazy, but the patriarchy and last names. That's just how it works.
Oh no.
Wow.
But
My
yeah, that's
mind
why
is
I didn't know
blown.
it. That's why I didn't know it either. It was that last name thing.
Mind is
Wow.
Tricked me.
blown.
I know. How to Be Single. Which one is this?
That one I don't know.
That's a
actually.
great question. I have absolutely no idea either.
All right, let's figure this out. How to Be
How to Be Single and Alienate People. Well, no, it's a different movie.
Dakota Johnson, Rebel Wilson, Leslie Mann, Allison Bray. Okay, I kind of remember this one being advertised. Yeah, it's the four of them. Tagline is "Welcome to the party."
Oh, there's a party involved. That's good.
Yeah, it's got a lot of other
Is it a
good
comedy?
people.
Action
Jason
movie?
Mantzoukas,
Thriller?
Damon Wayans Jr.,
It's a party movie.
Anders
There are no
Holm.
ghouls here.
Jake Lacey. Good cast.
No ghouls, right?
No ghouls in this one.
Good.
Not a great Rotten Tomatoes rating, 47.
Oh,
but-
the tomatoes.
It's not terrible.
Got 47 tomatoes. But that's where that one's at.
Okay.
Okay. Me Before You. Is this a comedy?
No, this does not sound like a comedy. This sounds like something that's like heavy.
This one I definitely saw.
Oh, this is the one that had
I think I did.
Daenerys Targaryen.
Oh no, I didn't see this.
Amelia Clarke.
Yeah.
And it's got the kid from one of the Harry Potter movies. I don't know, fourth most important one in Gryffindor.
Ron?
Nah, he's third most. Fourth.
Bill?
No, not Bill.
The one who what's his name? Who
That's the snake.
oh
Snape.
forgot his name.
Neville Longbottom.
There you go.
Dumbledore.
Neville.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
I was gonna say with the teeth.
Yes, well,
gap.
that is accurate.
Dumbledore.
Yeah, but yes, this is not our type of film. We did not see this one. Corey, if you watch it soon, let us know.
Okay.
Report back. The next one you did just watch. We're on the horror section. The Forest. How was this one?
This was pretty good. I actually enjoyed this one. For the most part, Natalie Dormer's in it, and Lady Gaga's ex-husband, ex-fiance, from Chicago Fire. He was in that movie.
Talking languages I don't speak.
Lady Gaga's her
soccer team?
Her Lady Gaga. No, the Chicago Fire, the TV show.
Yeah, they're a soccer team.
Oh, okay. Well,
I didn't. Why was she married to someone on
she
Chicago?
wasn't. No,
Fire?
they
That's a
almost got
fucking shitty show on or NBC.
Well,
This was the
at
guy
least
that-
it's not Chicago PD, am I right?
This was the guy that she was
Oh,
engaged
God.
to, and then like she called off the engagement. But yeah,
I trust you.
he's got a very noticeable face. You'll notice him from something.
He's got a face.
He's
All
got
right.
a face.
Oh, he's okay. He's got a face. He plays soccer, for the Chicago Fire.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's
Based out of
MLS.
Chicago.
It's an MLS team, It's a big deal.
So back to the movie itself. Movie, Natalie Dormer has a twin sister who disappears to the Aikigahara forest, the forest in Japan where people commit suicide. So she goes to try to find her, and all spooky stuff and ghouls ensue. There are
Fucking
ghouls.
All right, so we had 1 week off of ghouls, and now we're back on.
There are ghouls in this.
Live, breathe, ghoul. Baby.
There's a lot of ghouls in the next movie.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, this movie, it was pretty good. It was like campy and tropey, but I enjoyed it for the most part. I think it's a Netflix movie. So if you have Netflix, which most likely you do, and you like these types of movies, check
Or
it
you
out.
get
It's not-
someone's password.
Yeah, it's not very long too. It's like I think it might be under 90 minutes. It was a pretty short one.
All right.
But yeah.
All right. And then last but not least, we have The Conjuring 2. I believe Doug is planning on watching that this week. So
It's a
maybe
banger.
we'll talk
Banger
a
of
bit
a
about
series.
this one in our next full-length episode. But yeah, this was a solid sequel. Very strong one. James Wan did a good job. Location changes, goes overseas. Usually I don't like sequels when they go overseas. Like, I don't know why. It just feels like out of my element, I guess. And this one I enjoyed.
Not a big fan of Men in Black International.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not.
This
And
one,
same with TV shows too. If they have an episode where they go overseas, I'm like, it's gonna suck.
this one was weird for
Um,
me because I mean, I watched these movies way after they came out, and like the first one, I got super invested with the family, super invested with those characters, obviously the Warrens, and then the second one, I was about to watch, and I'm like, these aren't the same characters. It's like I'm not gonna like these characters. I don't like this. I don't want to go to England. And then I ended up, really enjoying those characters too,
mhm.
in a different way. And this movie is way scarier than the first one, I think.
Yeah, spooky sequel.
You got Valak, the nun, popping up.
Ugh. She's scary.
Lots of ghouls.
She is scary.
She's
And a lot
very
better
scary.
in this
None
than in her
scary.
own movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This isn't her movie.
Well, she did.
Kind of is. Kind of. I mean,
I mean, it
just
is,
like-
but it's not like
Pretty
they
cool.
made the Nun as a
Mhm.
movie. And that was
Who wins Best Supporting Ghoul in this movie?
the Crooked Man.
Crooked
Yeah,
Man,
the
I would
Crooked
say.
Man.
Crooked Man.
Okay.
Look
Oh,
that
so
guy
he's
up.
Supposed to get he was supposed to get a spinoff, and that never happened.
Yeah.
See what the Crooked Man looks like. Am I going to sleep all right today?
Yeah, I think you will. Maybe.
Okay, he's got a hat. Okay, the hat looks like it's part of his head.
He's got the way they like do him in the movie. Like,
Why does he
moving
look
is
like
cool.
claymation?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
he
Like,
moves like that too. Like
it's a very interesting.
like stop motion. That's
yeah.
how he moves.
Okay, that's odd. It's a strange choice, but okay. Oh, he
And
takes his hat off.
And it starts with the Amity, because they like tease it at the end of the first Conjuring movie.
Yeah.
But rather than do a whole movie, they just start with it. So that was kind of cool.
Still
That's
feel like
neat.
that would have been cool if they did a whole movie on that. But
It's been done
it's been
so many
done
times.
already, so
It's been done a lot.
Ryan
Yeah.
Reynolds did it.
It's
Yeah,
literally
also-
just a movie.
yeah, it's a good movie.
'Cause it's not real.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's it for 2016.
Yeah.
So hit us up with any we missed. Let us know what you're thinking for either ahead of time when we record next. Well, when we record next, I don't necessarily know when that is right now, or right after we do our next one.
When do we stop this? When is this ending?
It never
2020.
ends,
So we're going 2020.
Yeah, we'll do 2020.
I don't think I saw a fucking movie in 2020.
Yeah, your best of list for 2020 was interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, I didn't see very many movies. in
Or no, your
2020.
Oscar picks for 2020 were interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't realize after the fact, which wasn't even eligible.
Well, you have time, JP.
this
Just
year.
catch up on some 2020 films and pick one.
Yeah, once again, I don't think I'm going to do that.
But yeah, we'll do 20. We'll go up to 2020, and then I don't know. The end of the year, we can always do 2021 as well. But yeah,
Fair enough.
so yeah, thank you for listening. Check out the full length episode if you haven't yet, and we will see you guys soon. Have a great time or night, day, whatever the fuck you listen to this, watching this.
Happy 2016. Woo!
Bye.
And then the obligatory bye.